Hey, hi. So, yeah, power of progressive web app. So, hi there. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone based on from where you are attending this session. Thanks for joining us for Programmer Week. For those of you who may not know me, I am Vijay Krishna and I'm lead developer at Cognizant Soft Vision, where I'm technically leading a team for a client and have been here for 5 months. Prior to this, I was working with NICE in Contact at H&R Block and Walters Kluwer on various domains like taxation, auditing, banking, finance service, life science, and telecom. I am a full stack developer using .NET and Angular and using other technology as well. I have total 12 years of experience in ASP.NET, Core, MVC, Web API, WCF, WPF, SharePoint, Angular, React, Vue, Ionic, Mobile App Flutter, SQL Server, AWS, Azure, HTML5, CSS, and many more. I'm a Safe Agilist certified and Scrum Master. You can find me on my LinkedIn to connect with me, and you can also find me on Medium and where you can read my blogs. I'm really excited to talk about power of PWA, Progressive Web App, and encourage everyone to share your questions in the chat module so that I can answer them accordingly. Without further anticipation, let's get started. So, Progressive Web App, an app like mobile web experience faster, lighter, and personalized. So we can create a web application, we can use that application in our mobile, we can install those applications into our mobile. Okay, so a progressive web app, PWA, is a web app that uses modern web capabilities to deliver an app-like experience to user. These apps meet certain requirements, are deployed to server, accessibility through URLs, and indexed by search engine. PWA is a class of web application that use a number of advanced technologies solutions like service worker, push notification, app cell, etc. to fully meet user requirement for security, performance, and visual appeals. The concept of PWA was first recorded at Google presentation in 2015. So what exactly is a PWA? Simply put, a PWA is a website with all the benefits of an app. PWA gave you a faster, more reliable, more engaging version of your website or e-commerce store. PWA can do most things that native app can do, such as operate offline, access your camera and microphone if necessary, GPS and more. Imagine a user browsing your online store with instant page loading speed while he's flying at 35,000 feet or using the subway, and knowing once they get back online, their order will be processed accordingly. So, problem statement. So, earlier we had traditional web app where we have lack of ability to use offline, push message, and a primary entrance. So traditional web apps lack the ability to use offline and cannot be used offline or in the weak network environment. What user need is immersive experience. It is the basic requirement for user to be able to use smoothly in offline or weak network environment. Web application also lack the ability to push message because as an app manufacturer, it needs to have the ability to send message to application. The web application like the primary entrance, that is to install the web application to the desktop and open the web application directly from the desktop when necessary, instead of opening it through a browser every time. So the solution. So the solution for traditional web app is PWA. So we try to solve the problem of offline storage and message push by introducing service worker. So the introduction of manifest JSON to solve the problem of first level entry. PWA provide the manifest JSON configuration file, which allow developer to customize their desktop icon, display name, startup mode, and other information, as well as set a startup screen, page theme, color, and other information. So now in manifest.json file, what I can do, I can put my desktop icon, what kind of icon I want to show to user, splash screen. When user is clicking on my desktop icon, he or she can see some splash screen, and other color themes and everything I can put over there in manifest.json file. So what is service worker? In 2014, the Standard Committee proposed the concept of service worker. Its main idea is to add an interceptor between the page and the network to cache the interceptor request. Before service worker, we had WhatsApp, WG group launched the app cache standard cache page, but in the process of using app cache, there were many problems exposed and many make complaint about it. The main function of service worker is to intercept request and cache resource. So here you can see the service worker structure diagram, as can be seen from the following figure. When web app request resource, it will first use the service worker to determine whether to return the resource cached by the service worker or go to the network again to request resource. So we'll see PWA success stories. So over here, the first success story is Twitter. So you can see Twitter using PWA concept. Twitter reduced data consumption by 70%. The next story is Alibaba. So over here, increase conversion by 76%. The third is AliExpress. So AliExpress increased time spent by 74%. And the another example, that is Washington Post, improved performance by 88%. The next is OLX. So you can see over here, it increased engagement by 250%. And we have other thing like OpenSook. So it generated 260% more lead. And you can see Flipkart increased re-engagement rate by 40%. And one more, that is Best Western River North Hotel, increased revenue by 30%, 300%. There are more success story of PWA. So what can PWA do for you? A PWA technology packs an array of new powerful features, allowing a significant web experience improvement. Take a look at a few examples of how PWA can benefit both as a store owner as well as a user. So consider a website or e-commerce store owner. So what he or she can do, increase conversion rate. Okay, so what is conversion rate? It is a number of conversion divided by the total number of visitor. The second, increase user time on your site. Improve user experience, increase organic search traffic. PWA are usually more affordable to create or maintain than native apps. So whenever you are going to create some application, so earlier using traditional web app, we have to design web app based application. We have to hire some separate Android developer, separate iOS developer. So for a single code base, we are hiring multiple guys, multiple skill set. But using PWA, a single code base, we can develop, and that code base we can use for our web application, for Android application, and for iOS application. So your most loyal customer can save your app on their home screen. So in one click, you can save your web application in mobile phone and you can install it into your phone. All of the above result is over a high level of performance and customer engagement, which leads to increased revenue. So as a user, PWA is faster, loading is in an instance. You can browse the website while being offline. Better, smooth experience, and PWA use less data. One click access, it has save as an icon on your phone home screen. So I'll explain how we can do in later slides. So let's talk about advantages of PWA. So a single code for a mobile platform, unlike native software where the code is created individually for each platform. Here, you can create a single code based on your JS, HTML, CSS, and this in turn leads a reduction in the overall budget of the application. Second, no need to upload your application to the App Store or Google Play Store. So now you don't have to give these marketplace 30% of your earning. Besides, you will not be limited by any rule. So if you're creating any application and you want to install and you want to go with Google Play Store or App Store, you have to provide some amount to Google or Apple. So no need to pay that amount. Okay, and there are some rules regulations you have to follow when you are going with Google Play or App Store, but using PWA no need to follow those rules. Launching updates with each. You don't need to wait until the update of your application is uploaded to the store. So in one push you can push your updates into application. Simple online promotion. You can use traditional SEO techniques to increase the number of installation of your software. Offline capabilities. So this feature boosts the level of UX. Extremely simple integration with third-party software. A PWA is an independent software unit that interact with the server through an API. This means that any other web service can be connected to the PWA. Enhanced security. A PWA uses the same security protocol as a regular website. Therefore, you can easily connect to SSL certificate, one of the most reliable solutions for establishing communication with the server. An extensive range of web libraries available for use. You do not have to spend a lot of time on the implementation of the simple functionality. Relative smaller app size on the phone. These applications actively use the built-in browser functionality, so there is no need to create several modules that are required for native software. Let's move to the next. So key feature as listed by Google developer. So the first feature is progressive. So we can build on progressive enhancement as a core tenant, make it easily available on browser. Responsive with the use of a simple UI, CSS library and framework like Bootstrap, PWA make it itself easily adaptable to all kind of device. Safe, it operates on TLS, transport layer security, to ensure data safety. Connectivity independent, enhance use of service worker, allow it to work with low quality and no internet connection. Press, the app is initially cached on the device with a cell and minimal page refreshers. Next is discoverable. New content is easily available to the user due to service update worker process. Easily discoverable on search engine as traffic automatically increase on your website. Engagement. So tools like push notification come handy as instant pop-ups helps establish an engagement, the virtual relation with the user. Installable. The first around an app store to download one is removed completely, occupying much less storage on the device and directing user to the website when the app cell is clicked. Linkable. A medium channel is not required. Can be accessed by sharing the page URL. So let's say I want you to use my PWA application. So what I'll do, I'll share my URL. You can access that URL. You can install that URL by clicking in some buttons, and you can use that particular web application as a mobile application. So do you think that the world leading brands like from BMW to Starbucks have already deployed PWA? Also, all the top brands are on the verge to doing so. The wider move towards progressive web app will begin over the next year. More organizations have come to appreciate the revenue risk of getting left behind and have begun to prepare for PWA push between now and 2025. 5 years from now, mobile will easily accountable for 80 to 90% of web traffic, and customer will not hesitate to funnel towards mobile sites that work quickly and reliable. However, Unlike apps that need multiple versions of iOS and Android and require frequent update on their respective app store, PWA are simply an evolution of existing open web technology that makes the web a better place both on mobile and desktop. The lost income of becoming slow on a web is much higher than the investment cost of building a PWA due to miss business and sales. PWA will soon be the foundation of all digital commerce globally, and the rollout plan over the next few years will see loading brand set a minimum standard for customer experience. Since digital titan like Twitter, Forbes, Uber, AliExpress switch to PWA, we see a constantly growing collection of case study that shows the positive effect of progressive web app on all major KPIs: conversion, revenue, time spent, engagement, re-engagement, and etc. We have compiled these PWA case study for your inspiration. So over here you can see few case study of PWA. We have Twitter Lite, one of the most world largest social media site. Pokedex, an example of PWA application containing a mini encyclopedia of Pokemon specific character. Book My Show, ticket booking site that is in India. Telegram website, one of the world largest messaging application. Vigo, travel service provider site. Alibaba. Alibaba is the world largest online business to business sales site, and there is Babe, Indonesian article creation sites. So we'll see this Forbes. So using PWA, Forbes increase scroll depth increased by 3x, session per user increased by 43%, 6x increase in reader completing articles, and 2x increasing in engagement rates. So using PWA, this is the status for Forbes. The next example, Alibaba showed 76% higher conversion across browser, 14% more monthly active user on iOS and 30% on Android, and 4x higher interaction rate from add to home screen. So we'll talk about this add to home screen in later slides. The third is Uber. So again, Uber increased his revenue, so using PWA. The next is Flipkart. So Flipkart is Indian e-commerce. So user time on this on the site with Flipkart Lite versus previous mobile experience. So that was 3.5 minutes versus now it is 70 seconds. 3x more time spent on site, 40% higher re-engagement rate, 70% greater conversion rate among those arriving by add to home screen, and 3x lower data usage. So right now many countries guys are using 2G or 3G. They don't have a capacity of 4G or 5G. So in lower network we can easily access these PWA applications. So one more, Lancome. So again 17% increase in conversion, 53% increase in mobile session on iOS, and 8% increase in conversion rate on recover cars by push notification. There is Debenhams, 40% increase in mobile revenue, 20% increase in conversion, and our market online growth. And Book My Show, it is again one Indian website where you can book ticket, movie ticket, and other event ticket. So 80% increase in their conversion rate. PWA 54x is smaller than the Android application, and 80x is smaller than the iOS application, and less than 2.94 second to load and check out, minimum within 30 seconds. So we have one example of George. So 3.8x faster average page load time, 2x lower bounce rate, 31% increase in conversion rate, 20% more page view per visit, and 28% longer average time on the site for visit from home screen. So let's audit our Twitter application. So I'm going to take example of Twitter, and we'll audit that using a tool that is called Lighthouse. So Lighthouse is an open source automated tool for improving the performance, quality, and correctness of your web app. When auditing a page, Lighthouse run a average of tests against the page and then generate a report on how well the page did. From there, you can use the failing test as indicator on what you can do improve your app. So over here you can see I have this twitter.com, and I'm on mobile emulator over here, and on click of generate report over here, you can see we can start auditing of this application. And you can get this window by clicking F12. This is called developer tool, and over there you have to install one plugin that is called Lighthouse. So over here, Lighthouse, this is again one tool. Using that we can audit our PWA application. Okay, so I'm clicking on this generate report, so it will start. So Lighthouse is warming up, and then it will do some auditing, and it will show some message how PWA is improving performance and all. So over here you can see these are a message from Lighthouse. And so almost there, Lighthouse is now generating your report. So over here you can see the report. So performance wise, this Twitter is got 58% from 58 points from Lighthouse, 79 points it got for accessibility. Best practice it got 80, and for SEO it got 94%. So after that, it is saying, Lighthouse is saying like this is a progressive web app. So over here you can see it is a progressive web app. Okay. So we'll see this audit report in detail. So you can see 68% for performance. So if you're going to check over there, first contentful paint, it got 1.4 second. Speed index 6.8 second, that is little low. Largest contentful paint 11.3 second, and time to interactive, that is 6.1. Total blocking time 0 ms, and cumulative layout shift, that is 0.048. So this way we can check all the metrics over here, and where we are lacking and where we are doing good, all things we can find over here. So you can see reduce unused JavaScript, it mentioned over here, because it is taking 2.64 second. Okay, and we can do other more thing. So like minimizing main thread work, ensure text remains visual during web front load. So these kind of things we can find out and we can fix. We have other things. So how many audits it passed? So there are 32 audit it passed. Okay, over here, so we'll see those. So it is saying like area, contrast, best practice, whether it is passing or failing, or what, how we can improve. All the detail we are getting over here in this Lighthouse. So over here you can see it passed around 15 audits. So like button, link, and menu item element have accessible name. So if we are going to put those things over here, then it will increase the count for accessibility. There are many more, so we can do we can fix those things over here, like not applicable. So we can fix those things and we can improve count. So the next best practice, so over here you can see trust and safety, ensure CSP is effective against XXX attacks, user experience, display image with incorrect aspect ratio, general register, and unload listeners. So there are many things we can read it out from this audit detail, and we can fix to improve our PWA statics. Okay, so again you can see these many 14 audit it passed over here, and that one is not applicable. So it is again, let's see this SEO. So over here we got 94 points. So it is mobile friendly, and additional item to manual check, there are some checks we can check over here, and it passed around 13 audits. So has a meta name, viewport tag with an initial scale, document has a title elements, those kind of basic things, or you can say like best practices while doing development. So it is putting over here for pass audit. Okay, it is installable, PWA optimized. So this is a final summary for PWA, and here is your system information. So all these detail you can get by running Lighthouse, and you can generate report. Okay, so how to install PWA applications? So let's take the example of Flipkart. So what you have to do, you have to access Flipkart application into your mobile. So I took some screenshot over here. So you can see in the first screenshot, I'm accessing this flipkart.com. It is an Indian e-commerce giant. So the next step would be, you can see these three dots over here, you have to click. So you will get this kind of menu. uh, uh, so this is a Android menu. So over here you can see this add to home screen. You have to just click on this add to home screen. So once you're going to click on this add to home screen, what will happen? It will give you this kind of pop-up, and you can click on this install button. So what will happen? It will install this web application into your mobile like an APK. Okay, and now what you have to do, you can see in your mobile, we have some icon over here, Flipkart Lite. So like you install some application you are installing through Google Play Store or App Store, you can install, you can use over here. On click of this icon, it will open this again, Flipkart. So this is not a browser, now it is a mobile application. And you can work like you are working with APK or iOS application. And if you want, you can uninstall those application as per requirement. So again, over here, we let's discuss about Flipkart. So let's say we are developing Flipkart application, and we have a limited resource. We don't have Android developer or iOS developer. We have, let's say, web developer. So maybe using some framework, maybe Ionic framework, we can use capabilities of Angular or React over there, and we can develop Flipkart kind of application. Okay, once it is developed, we can deploy it, and we can access that application into browser using some URL, and we can share that URL with the friends and other colleagues, so they can also access that particular application into browser. And if they want, they can just click on those three dots, and they can install that particular application by clicking on that add to home screen, and they can use that application without touching Google Play Store and App Store. So again, as I said earlier, if you are going with Google Play Store or App Store, they will take some bucks from you, maybe 30% or 20%. But again, if you are earning, let's say, $100, let's say, and out of $100, if you are paying $30 to Google Play Store or App Store, then you can save that money over here. The second thing you can save, so again, as I said, if you are going with traditional web application as well as Android application and iOS application, you have to hire iOS developer, Android developer. So again, the cost will increase because you have to pay to all three developers, but over here you have to only pay to web developer. So one code base, again, maintenance. So over here, what you can do, you have one repo where you have one code base only for web application, and you can easily use. But let's say if you are going with traditional web app, what will happen? You have to manage three code base, one for web application, one for Android, and one for iOS. Again, maybe you have to install different software, because if you want to do development of Android application, you have to go either with Android Studio or some other. And again, same for iOS application. But over here, no need to worry about your software. It is kind of like you can use your Visual Studio Code. You can start with, let's say, Ionic, and maybe you can pick some framework like Angular, and you can start working on that. So you can develop application, and you have to use a service worker over there. Along with, you can use a push notification mechanism. So those kind of things you can use, and you can maybe install those applications. You can host using Google Firebase and all, and based on that, you can utilize these applications. So again, it is saving cost of development. Interaction wise, again, you can install these applications into your desktop as well. So again, no need to again and again visit browser, remembering browser, bookmark those links into browser, and you can easily share it with your friend. Let's say I want I develop some web application, I want to share with my colleagues. So they no need to go with this Google Play Store and App Store. You can quickly share those links, and they can install it. And also, as soon as traffic increasing, we can set SEO over there, and so that we can quickly find our application over Google's search engine. So those kind of benefits we have over here. So so just PWA in a nutshell, it is reliable, fast loading, and it works offline. It is fast, smooth animations, junk-free scrolling, and seamless navigation, even on flaky network. Okay, and it is engaging. So launch from your home screen and can receive push notification. Okay, so yeah, Q&A.
Okay, there's one question, Vijay. What is the difference between a hybrid mobile app and a progressive web app?
Yeah, so hybrid mobile app. So whenever you are going to create hybrid mobile app, let's say Flutter, so over there you have to create application. When you are creating application, that application you are going to use with Android or iOS, but you cannot use those application in your local web browser. So using Flutter and Kotlin, you can develop application, and you one application code base, but you can deploy either on iOS or your Android application. But again, you have to go with Google Play Store or App Store. But in PW application, again, one code base you can use in your web browser, you can use in your iOS and Android application, and no need to pay a single penny to Google Play Store or App Store.
Okay, there's another question. What features do progressive web apps have that native apps lack?
Okay, so there are some like discoveries. Content in progressive web app can easily be found by search engine, but a content centric native app like Stake Overflow won't show among app store search result for content that it does offer access. So such a PWA versus native, this is a problem of community like Reddit, which can expose these numerous sub communities to the app store as individual app. There is linkability, there is bookmarkability. We can easily link. Let's say I have one link, I develop one application and I want to link that application into my blog. So I can provide my link to my blog, and it can be easily linked, and from that particular link, and I can use that particular PW application into different place or agents. There is bookmarkability, as I said earlier. Now you can install app, but you cannot bookmark. But I have some link, that is PW link, I can bookmark it and I can use whenever and whenever I want to use that. There is other thing like universal access we have. So it is not like again few application. Let's say recently we got one example in India. Indian government paused few application like Pokemon or some other applications. So but using link, it is not like that. You can access link through your country, from your country, and you can link, you can use using VPN, you can use access that link, and you can install that particular link PW application into a mobile phone. So that you can do. Yeah. Any next
Okay,
question?
there's one other question. What is cache storage?
Yeah, so cache storage is a storage mechanism in a browser for storing and retrieving network request and response. It's stored a pair of request and response object, the request as the key and response as the value. So cache storage is not a service worker API, but it enables SW to cache network response so that they can provide offline capabilities when the user is disconnected from the network. So the cache, it is an instance of cache storage object is used to access the cache storage to retrieve, store and delete objects. What is the next?
All right, that's all the questions we have for now, Vijay.
Okay. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.